let's talk about something very, very interesting. So I actually interviewed a solar expert, a solar agent. This is someone that has been in the solar business for years now. I actually interviewed him one-on-one so that we can know more about the solar side hustle, because I actually made a video some months ago. I talked about starting solar side hustle, and a lot of people were actually interested in this particular side hustle. So I said, okay, let's do more inquiry about this particular field, so that if anybody is actually interested in going into the solar business or using solar as a side hustle or whatever, you can actually know what you're actually dealing with. So I put together some questions to ask a solar expert, and in this particular video I'm going to be revealing some of the top answers he actually gave for people or individuals that are actually interested in going into the solar industry. Let me read you some stats so that you know that there's a lot of money or there's a lot of potential starting a solar business. Now, this particular statistics right here says solar homes market. Equipping Nigerian homes generate about $2 billion in annual revenue. Just people that actually purchase solar panels in their homes. The next stat right here said install capacity. Nigeria became the fifth largest solar installer in Africa in 2024. So this is 2025, which means the stats might increase. So there's a lot of potential of you actually earning money, because most people are actually switching from our low NEPA lights to solar installation. This other statistics says return on investment. It says off-grid solar home and homeowners in Lagos saw a 50% lifetime cost savings, recovering initial investment in under 10 years. A lot of people are actually seeing the benefit of using solar panels, which give you as an individual the opportunity to go into the industry. So with all this evidence, this actually shows that starting a solar business right here is very, very profitable right here in Nigeria. See me for the first time, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Solid Pictures TV. I talk about different online side hustles they can start right here in Nigeria. If you want to get more update from me, do want to give this video a thumbs up, like the video, share the video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more lovely videos or for more lovely content like this coming your way, guys. So let's get started. Even our own federal government actually spend billions of naira investing into solar panels. This shows you that the world is changing, the economy is changing, especially right here in Nigeria. Let me shock you. The whole of this particular place right now is being powered by a solar panel. So that shows you that not just me, other people are actually going into this, and as a Nigeria, you can actually utilize this opportunity to make some money for yourself. There are so many ways you can actually make money in the solar industry. You can make money through importation, can make money through installation. If this actually interests you, you have to pay attention, watch this video from the beginning to the end. So let's get started. The first question right here I'm going to ask right here, this is under competition. So the question is, what trends are you actually seeing in the solar industry, especially right here in Nigeria right now? So what is actually trending in the solar industry?
Oh, actually, the trends in Nigeria is actually mind blowing. In fact, Nigerians have surprised me to the point that any new system that comes into the country, they try as much as possible to adapt it, and they also introduce this to the customers. Let's say in 5 years ago, people were bent at using tubular batteries and transformer-based inverters without non-hybrid inverters, actually. But now this is 2025. Almost everybody that uses inverters right now, they are actually asking for lithium-powered systems and also hybrid. Hybrid in the sense that it charges with solar and NEPA grid at the same time. It's actually very nice to see people advance to this actual stage. And if, even they are even going as far as making these systems very compact, like the one you have. These systems are very small and can save people as long as possible. And you can testify to that too.
My next question goes like this. What are some of the challenges that solar companies face or individuals that go into the solar business face, especially right here in Nigeria?
Okay, so I'll start with the leads. We can actually generate leads. We can come across so many people at a given platform, and these people always have one challenge or the other. And the major challenge is costs. How much am I going to spend initially? So we've come up with some other platforms like we the Pay Hippo, which is now known as Rivi, to enable them to be able to afford this product. So we are actually trying to reduce "I'll get back to you" customers. So that one is that one is actually handled well. Then also about transport and logistics. Shipping these things are not easy. The transportation industry now is something else. In fact, to ship a 10 kg product now with GRG logistics, I know it will cost a ton of money. So, in fact, it's limiting us to do free home deliveries, asking customers to pay some extra money, which you have paid money for some time. We, so we are actually working on that to see other people, other platforms that will actually help us to reduce customers spending money on transport and logistics.
My next question is very, very powerful. So I believe this is a question that most people would like to ask to know if it's actually okay to go into the solar industry. Now, my next question goes like this: how will you stand out from the competition? What do you advise people to do so that they can actually stand out from the competition?
Okay, how we stand out? First, we actually look at very good quality products, even if it takes us to go to different parts of the world to get these products. So far, it is top qualities. We actually go as far as bringing them into the country to help make these products very durable for end users. And we don't just get our materials from roadside shops, people that have bought and bought and bought, and we want to now go and buy from them. So we don't actually do that. We make it possible for these customers to get quality products and also at a very affordable price.
All right. So, as somebody that wants to go into the solar business, I believe you would like to know the different ways to make money in the solar industry. So, my next question actually goes like this to him: what are the main revenue streams in the solar industry? This is a good one.
The main source of income is not far from where your thought is. It's actually where the sales is. I won't lie to you. Then followed with maintenance, and if the customer is actually due for change, that also generates more money.
So, what will be your advice to an average Nigerian that just want to start solar business as a side hustle? So, what will be your main advice? You that you are a professional in this field for years. So, what will be your advice to the person?
Okay, my advice to the person will be to learn, educate himself, get on online courses to understand how these systems really work. Solar is not just to wake up from your sleep one morning and start saying I want to be a solar vendor or a solar installer. It's not going to end up well. So you have to actually go to places, visit companies that are very strong in the business to actually teach you how to install, where to get these materials, and your audience, your targeted audience. So this education is going to help so much if you're going to the solar business.
So I know that most people will like to ask this particular question. So what are the capital margin, or what is the capital margin when it comes to starting a solar business, especially right here in Nigeria?
There are actually two ways of going to the solar business. If you have the full education of being a solar person, you will not have to be like a third party, let's say middleman. It's not going to favor you so much. But if you have the right knowledge and you have the funds, although the funds is, let me say, unlimited if you want to go that extra mile, but you can start with what you have, get a few products from the source, and actually start by marketing it, having people that will install for you, and also you to go for the installations. But if you don't have enough capital, you can still do referrals and also join these companies for installations. And with as time goes on, you will also be able to start your own company or business.
So my next question goes like this: what are some of the hidden charges that are actually attached to solar business? So, like for example, somebody wants to go into the solar business. What should the person expect if the person choose to import solars overseas?
Okay, you still have to pay tax either way, either while you're bringing the products in or your yearly revenue tax you're going to pay. So at the end of the day, is a is a you're going to still submit something to the government. You still pay to customs whatever you're bringing in. But I think uh, with this year, bringing in solar panels have not been really clear to us if they are still charging us on custom clearance or whatever.
This is very, very important. So, what are some of the certifications that is being required, or what are some of the skills that is being needed for somebody to go into the solar industry or for somebody to start a solar business?
Okay, in Nigeria, they need you to register as a business if you're starting officially. So you have to register with CSC. You have to get your CSC certified, and doing that, you have to do it legally. You also have to continue paying your tax, and they'll actually and obviously charge you for federal revenue, your state revenue, and if you have a place, your local government too will charge you for those registrations and all that. These registrations have to come into play, and you can actually learn other courses like you can check courses from Udemy and so on. So this will actually give you what to expect. But if not, there are also companies around that can actually teach and train for 6 months or annually for how long or how much your money can afford for the solar training and installations.
I really, really appreciate. I did not get your name.
My name is Abijah.
Mr. Abijah. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Abijah. I really, really appreciate you for coming. So, guys, you heard from the horse's mouth. These are some of the things you need to know before you actually go into the solar industry. So, all what you have to do right is just for you to calm down and go for knowledge, get more courses on Udemy. This is actually a good business to actually start offline and make some money for yourself. If you're looking for a skill to learn, I actually recommend going into the solar industry. Drop your questions in the comment section. I'm going to answer them in my next video. Do have a lovely day and bye for now.